My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We're going to be continuing with the champion and the Ascension claims. Choose a red card to obtain to 24. Upgrade a card by base. Execute and Taunt. Well, Taunt wants to be upgraded. Execute is also a card. 2 elites, 2 midline rests. If we go there for the first and there for the second. So prior to that, we're going to a shop. Oh, my mouse is just a little bit wonky at the moment. All right. Maybe next 3 combats, flee in terror. Okay, I don't want to take that for the possibility of actually reaching that instead. Let's go for the rare card. It can be pretty powerful. Ultimate stance requires Berserker or defensive stance. Requires defensive or Berserker. Enter ultimate stance for 2 turns. Ooh. And it doesn't even exhaust. And it's a technique. Ooh. Yeah, let's try that. Just want to upgrade it so it lasts for 2 turns now, and then I want to put more finishes and more techniques into the deck. I'm just going to trip defend there. Don't need to give the enemy an edge. Yep, because we taunt. Then ultimate stance. Execute. Staying in ultimate stance now. All bonuses plus weakness. Stay in the stance. Defend. 3 turns of this. Yeah, if we keep the deck relatively thin, we have the ability to just constantly abuse those. We do want to keep it thin-ish. Flurry of strikes. I mean, precise thrust. Things that have combos for each are quite good, because this is 14 damage, 7 block. Right? Ultimate stance is exactly the kind of thing that you want to have alongside that. Well, if I actually want to be safe about it, we do the triple defend there. Hopefully they don't both attack full out next turn. Well, they didn't both attack full out this turn, at least. So, that is what I asked for, and that is what I got for. Where I'm struck is how defensive do I make this deck? How large to make this deck? Right? I do want to utilize that card consistently. Enter Berserker. No, not really. Preemptive Strike, loses counter, Shatter. No. Okay, we'll skip out all of those. Ooh. 0 cost attack, deal 4 additional damage. Interesting. Minor League Arena. Pathing through the Exordium, you find yourself at a well-known attraction, the former site for brutal games which now take place in the city's Colosseum. This smaller, less attractive arena now serves as a training ground and battle stage for lesser challengers. This type of contest is normally beneath you, but it could prove an entertaining distraction. So there's not great vulnerability access in Champ, in the kind of build that it looks like I'm going to go for. Centurion Mystic giving us Cloak Class would be really nice, but God, it's going to be annoying trying to kill them. I think I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, please get us in defensive. That's the Berserker stance. So that's not what I asked for. We should double defend. I don't want to end that stance before we get into... Oh, God! Can y'all please lay off? We actually may just straight up die. Damage and a giant buff on turn 1 is not what I wanted to see there. Ultimate stance. You are so disappointing. 1 hand too late. Okay. It feels like, yeah, we're definitely going to end up dying here. Taunts into ultimate stance. To execute damage, as well as HP back, as well as defense. I mean, look, that was a great turn. Basically, the best turn we can have. That frontliner needs to die is the thing. I can rest after this, right? Because they're constantly getting healed. If we don't have a plan to kill them, we do in effect have a plan, but the plan is to die. Yes. I can't believe that didn't hit a defend. Alright. And we should be able to keep them in a healing cycle until we kill them here. There we go. Whew. Alright, Cloak Clasp. At the end of turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. It's pretty good. Chain Lash is ridiculous here. We just don't murder me. Please. I beg of thee. Weaken. Actually, the Execute does defend me here as well. Nice. Best damage I could get out there. Come on, have Lee's Waffle in this shop. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on. Full heal from Lee's Waffle. Hold from those. No Lee's Waffle. Into defensive. No. If you start turning, no stance. No. Enter Berserker. If you end this fight with it, if you end this turn rather with at least 20 fatigue, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Zero cost techniques that enter a form for us are actually pretty good, right? Because we need to be able to get into forms. Rising Strike is also really good though. Like actually incredibly good. I think we need to take Rising Strike. And I want to take Focus Berserker, but I also really need to keep the deck quite thin if we're going to be getting back to the ultimate starts consistently. Maybe I even buy the Strength Potion just to try and drag my way through one of the upcoming Elite fights. Because here has to be a rest. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. Sure, I'll take that. Definitely going to be that. Well, at least we get the ultimate stance off. Could have been a lot worse had we not had the chance to do so. So obviously I'm looking for 2 techniques on this turn. Chain Lash and... well, that's not 2 techniques. But it's still really good. Let's execute. And then precisely thrust. Unfortunately, we're going to be out of stance. Yeah, by the time Chain Lash and the Rising Strike come back. Rude. Well, look, if that's going to happen, that's going to happen. We can't really do too much about that one. Still got some good block there. Not keen on this. That ultimate stance is just not getting used this cycle because we didn't get any stance entry before it. That's why I wanted to go for the Focus Berserker. As much as I want to use that Execute, taking 10 damage, which I may not be able to clear before the enemies do more damage to me, doesn't seem like a good idea for us. That seems like a plan to lose. Not just an itinerary for my trap around France. Okay. There's a safe position to execute. So I've always said it. You cannot prove otherwise. Come on, don't put a strike on the bottom of the deck. Ah, you bugger. Why? It's alright, we survived through the Emerald fight here. Bottled Lightning. Ooh. Strategy Potion, as well as Last Stand. Can only be played if you're under 50% HP. Remove all debuffs. Gain 6 strength. It's a finisher as well. That's a really, really good card to probably pop into this deck at this point. Bottled Lightning is hard. Like, I want to put Ultimate Stance in the opening hand, but I also don't know if I'm necessarily going to have a stance entry in the opening hand. Screw it. We'll put him in there. One way or t'other. Thank heck. Yeah. That'll get him. Ooh. Give him a big ol' last standing right there. Reckless Leap. Berserker and defensive combo on Pile Driver. Thank you. This is another Berserker entry in Fan of Knives. Okay, we'll just take that as another stance entry. Give me that 6 strength. Could fish for something from the strategy potion, but I don't think so. Alright. Fan of Knives. Precisely thrust for the kill. Berserker Shout's also a really good way to do this. So is Bring It On. Great finisher to put into this deck. I think I will take that first. Enter Berserker. Deal extra damage if the enemy is vulnerable. Make him vulnerable. Sure. Another stance entry. I'm just trying to chock stance entries into this deck for a bit. Ooh. Apply to vulnerable. Well, we're not going to be attacking after that, so we do that. Then we do the ultimate stance. Strike through. Kill the front liner. Try and set up for the next liner next turn. Get pile driven and pile murdered. Substance of questionable legality. Enter ultimate stance for a single turn. Technique. Adds 2 random techniques into your hand. They gain retain. There's also a defensive style here. Defensive style actually may be a really, really good thing for us, right? Because we upgraded it becomes innate. We definitely have in the opening turn the ability to get the ultimate stance online. But Chain Lash and Arena Preparation are so good here. Hold firm. How many entries do I have? 1, 2, 3. 3? God, I really want Hold Firm, but I also really want Berserker's Shout. Heck, Rapid Strikes isn't even bad here. Kind of masterfully good amount. Fine, I will take that. I should actually rest here as well. The start of the run is too good to give up just for another upgrade there. Or even a chance at another upgrade, rather. Hey, if you're under 50% HP, not if you are under or at 50% HP. Thankfully, had the ability to fatigue myself there and get under or at it. Execute and then execute a strike and then follow up with brutal murder of our opponents. Dreamcatcher, Murder Strike, Precise Thrust, and Circumvent. Honestly, Precise Thrust. Choose a non-finisher card to get Enter Chosen Stance. Gain a strength permanently. Oh my god. There are a lot of unique events apparently for the champ. Gymnasium. I guess there are a lot of unique events for the other ones, and I just don't think about them as unique because I've played them more. Along the path down the spire, you find yourself at the Exordium's Gymnasium, a place you visit frequently to stay in shape and hone your body. It'd be a wasting opportunity to not make a moment's rest and spend some time here to stay at the top. You need every advantage you can get. A non-finisher card to enter a chosen stance. Could ultimate stance enter a stance? Strength permanently isn't nothing. So does the entry occur at the start or at the end? It has to occur at the end, right? So which of these would we like to give us a stance? It may literally just be upgraded defend to give us a stance. We can put it on ultimate stance? God, let's put it on an arena preparation. Yeah, enters defensive at the end. Today's focus shall be on muscle tone and upper body strength. You locate the heaviest weights and tension systems, using them to complete several cycles of tone building exercises. By the end of the workout, you can already feel yourself lifting and pulling with just a little bit more ease than when you began. Yes, that's how working out typically works. By the end of it, you feel like you can lift more. As you depart the gym, you make a mental note to focus on lower body strength the next time you visit. You cannot skip leg day. Alright, I'm taking the stance entry. I'm not having this whole hand just, like, do nothing. Then we ultimate stance. Then we chain lash. Throw that there, and bring it on! Have that enemy kill itself. Too much value to lose out on. Another chain lash. God, I really like the idea of just having a bunch of chain lashes in this deck. But I can't flood the deck with too many things. I've got 2 chain lashes in there, that's enough. Otherwise, I'm not getting back to the ultimate stance commonly enough. Bomb. Get your weakness, get your vulnerability on. Defend for 2 at the end of the turn. Last Stand, Berserker Shout, Rising Strike seems right here for me. Thankfully, we do have more stance entries in this deck. Ooh, 24 HP. This is ultimate stance returns. That would give us the ability to block for 7. Actually, ultimate stance this turn is pretty good. I'm doing it. Hang on. When you enter a stance whilst not in one. I was in no stance, I entered a stance. Reduce the cost of a random card in hand by 1 this turn. That did not occur. Thing is, I can't chain lash. Oh, that should have gone out first. Whoops. The thing there is I couldn't chain lash. I would have lowered my own HP far too far. Get that kill. Steel Edge, defensive and a Berserker combo. That's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for in this deck. Thank you very much. We are not often going to play 6 cards in a single turn. We're very often going to play 5. It's just that we don't have much draw and energy gain without getting Gladiator stance. And if we get Gladiator stance, then I will regret this. But, hey. What am I going to do? Plan around a rare that I might not see? Get out of here. Plan around a rare. You plan around a rare. Let's get the emerald there. Anything that I can upgrade to draw a card is deeply important. Anything that increases our cycle kind of removes a card from our deck in a fashion. If you'd like to think about it like that, and I pray that you do. Ooh, baby. Taunt. Not even getting low enough to use the last stand. Wow. Yeah, we got it on. This gets us defensive, right? So then we can use the steel edge. It seems good. Pop that. Actually, we may just have lethal. Got 5 cards. Yeah, so Berserker Shout. Face Slap applies vulnerability. This is going to count as 2 cards, isn't it? That's fine. Have the lethal with the seal edge anyway. Enraged Bash. Berserker combat. No. Requires defensive Berserker. Enter the stars you want in. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. On guard. Gain 8 block if your block is broken. No, we do want more block though. But do I want it that way? Definitely don't want another arena preparation knowing what I know about the deck right now. Berserker Shout into ultimate starts. Suddenly full defense. I'm not even going to play the strike here. I just want the extra 1 block. There we go. Let's pile drive you, then bring it on. Try to strike as well, and then you die to the 50 counter we have. Endless Rage, Encircle Flash Strike. Chain Lash pre-upgraded. I wish I could take it. Book. Alright, we need more 2-cost attacks then. Relic of Pride. I don't want to lose HP, but I do want to get value from this. Fine. Wait. At the end of your turn, put a copy of this card on top of your draw pile. Exhaust. Removal's pretty far away, but that's a great relic. Worth. Lose the Dreamcatcher to hire the bandits here? Applying 1 weak to all enemies at the start of each fight would actually be really good for us. Arena preparation gets us into defensive. Ultimate starts gives us the ability to then chain lash for a bunch. Let's battle plan. On guard. If I bring it on, the frontliner just dies. Here we go. This is the turn where we were trying to play more than we had. As much as I don't want Pride in my next hand, getting the kill this turn, as well as clearing our fatigue, is very good. Oh, baby. It's exactly what we wanted. I can play it with 3 and it'll still do fine, right? Yeah, it's 66 damage. Kills the front line to defend us. $14. It's pile driver upgrade 2 in terms of its damg. 18. So 18 2 times, and then I'd be able to execute the kill easily. So this is 12, but it also increases our strength by 1. So it's 12, 13, and then this would be 16. That's 12, 13, 16, right? 12, 13. 12, 13, 25, 16, 41? 28, 12, 40. 28, 12 is 40. Fine. It said 14 on the card, right? I was weakened. I didn't think I was weakened, but it said. Why is this showing it's doing its normal damage? We're weakened. Is Necronomicon's effect override, like the Necronomicon trying to highlight, is that overriding the way that these demonstrate their numbers having been reduced? I guess it must be. All right. Well, I still got to get the kill somehow. I guess I'm not going to be killing this turn. Let's weaken you, because that's 5 damage off of you, and then I'm just going to double defend, take 2 this turn. Weird. Red Mask is great for us, though. Don't need any more entries. A technique that plays 2... no. Play this twice. Yeah, repeat this effect would be good, because that's in a single card. This is playing another card. That's going to cause problems with Velvet Choker a lot of the time for me. Unfortunately. Darkstone Periapt. We'll take the Sapphire Key there. I'm unlikely to get many more curses into this deck. We may end up using the Brew of Sharpness here. Ooh. Good opener. Actually, maybe I upgrade the cards in my opening hand. Yeah. Okay. So 48, that'll do if I burn the Pride first. That's fine then. So maybe I won't have to use the counter in this fight. Seems good for me. There's the Execute that wants to double trigger here. And then we, what, Taunt Rising Strike? That'd be good. Nice. Heck, we're even low enough HP to double play the... Or double play, that card was showing its base damage, but I have strength. I don't know what's going on there. Preserved Insect, Cheap Shot, Arena Preparation, and Death Blow. I like Cheap Shot. Buy us a turn. Sure. As much as I want more question marks, I also really do want to rest, just in case. Just in case something like what looks like it's about to happen to us happens to us. Cop it. Yeah, it's showing its base damage by the fact that I have a strength. So Piledriver is just not updating its stuff in a weird way that I don't necessarily understand entirely or at all. This doesn't retain, but the stuff it gives you retains. Okay. So the first hit against me, it dies. Good. Guess I'll pop an Arena Prep just in case. And the second one doesn't even do any damage. Finish you off the duel. Zero cost stance entry. I think this is the last stance entry I add to the deck if I'm taking it. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a deck of 25. Okay, we can take one more. We're taking stance, and that's the final. Stand by it. That's the final. Colosseum. As you continue down the spire, you notice a group of humanoids waiting in ambush near a large auditorium. When approached, the slavers are startled to quickly explain themselves. Champion! You grave us with your presence. Are you here to take on a new challenger? The Black Knight. What? Defend title. Fight the Black Knight. Gain many rewards. Black Knight. It is a helm that we would get from this. The first time you enter each stance, each combat. If you enter defensive, you gain 2 dex, lose 1 strength. If you enter berserker, you gain 2 strength, lose 1 dex. I just want to do this. It's a new fight. Ooh. Hello, buddy. You look pretty familiar. Don't love that we can't use the ultimate stance here. It's bound to happen eventually, but also, wah. Let me register my displeasure with a wah. Wah. Let's stand our way out of that one. Enter berserker stance. Block's not really going to be broken here, is it? I don't really want to fatigue myself that much, but I have... Oof. No finishes left in the draw pile either? Okay, I definitely can't fatigue myself much more than this then. Cheap shot! You're not a boss, right? You can't count as a boss. Get stunned for 2 turns. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Black Knight's helm and a red candle. Okay, you get an additional one as well. Beautiful. Berserker combo gains 3 temporary strength. Defensive combo gains 3 temporary dex. That's a great card to pair with this. Whole sitch. Wow. This is doing real well. We're exactly 1 HP off being able to play the last stand though, which is just a bit rude. It is so mean that I can't find a stance entry right now. Come on, game. Berserker Shout gets us into a stance. Let's make you vulnerable. Perfect. Even got the kill before the enemy laid out any damage there. Beautiful. None of those. Thank you. Jump. Oh, it downgraded its cost, so... Damn it. Didn't get the double cost from that because it downgraded its cost because of the other thing. I do want to defend if I can at all. Well, apparently that's not happening. Let's taunt you. Oh, you were already weakened. I see. Is Cheap Shot gonna keep you here for a couple turns? I'm desperately keen to find out. Make him vulnerable. Stand him. Oops. Should play the Chain Lash first. Let's viciously mock and then hit you with 2 giant executives. My favorite of the heroes in Homer's Iliad. Perfect. That's a good kill right there. Not needed. Membership card 100% of the time here. It's literally just literally just a great idea. Improvising, first time you use a combo, which not really super relevant to us. Evil Within, pretty good. How many strikes have I added to the deck? None? Okay, so we won't be going for the strike dummy, but I definitely remove Pride. Out of here. Getting an extra card in the opening hand. Potion Belt also seems quite nice here. Potion Belt with taking a draw pot actually doesn't seem bad either. It's also taking Evil Within, just particularly powerful. We don't really need to take anything else from then. There will be, that's right, another shop directly to the south. Break a Sapphire for 10 max HP. You are going to be stealing cards from me. I kind of want to try and play a safety, just break Sapphire and rest. You know what? Let's do it. I could take that Berserker style, upgrade it, and then I would guaranteed have a stance entry in my opening hand. It's just very important I have a stance entry in my opening hand so I can get into ultimate form. And that's just an easy way to do it. I can't keep ignoring it. It's just an easy way to do it, and I keep turning it down. And then sure, let's take a No Memori as well. Evil Within giving us 2 cards. Probably don't want that. Hey, Prepare Crush. Nice. Get some extra energy for the next turn. Slime Crush. Deal 30 damage. 2 times. So good with the Necronomicon. Nope. Moment of Truth. A retained finisher that draws a card off or just upgrade. Pretty good. Berserker style gets us into the ultimate stance. We can now defend and offend at the same time. For a wee moment, at least. What'd you take? Cheap Shot? That's pretty good. That's pretty big. Well done. Yeah, you got me. 8 damage, 8 times. 8 by 8, 60-something. 60-something. I don't need to work it out past that point because it does just tell me this orb will die to it. Don't want to get 2 boss cards? Sure. Because it also defends us for 10 as well. Ooh, Guardian Quell. 6 damage to all enemies 2 times. Versus the Automata Beam. Ultimate Stance. That has Retain as well. I don't even have to use it this turn. I can play both the Ultimate Stance and the Sigil of Victory on the same turn as well. If I could play 3 more attacks this turn, I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd just do it, but I can't. I'm actually a little bit tempted to Ultimate Stance Face Slap, but then I'm out of stance next turn as well. There you go. You have to lose a focus to play that card. Oh my gosh. This is good. Ultimate Stance. Vicious Mockery. Chain Lash and Sigil of Victory. Berserker Shout. Defend? We defend for all incoming damage. God, I hope I have a finisher somewhere as well. Whoops. We do have a finisher. Great. We have the ability to even get into it. The enemy is going to try and use their Necronomicon, which is my Necronomicon. How dare you? We do the Town. Nice. I actually needed to do a finisher for the other starts. I was like, oh, but this defends me. No, but I needed to clear my fatigue. Uh-oh. I'm below half HP, so all I need to do is be able to play that last stand. Randomizes cost of playable. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That was a very expensive turn. It didn't need to be that way. Ultimate starts, continue it, and then Steel Edge. Beautiful. Berserker combo gain energy. Defensive combo gain block equal to the unblocked damage dealt. It's a perfect card to go in this deck. Idol of Retromation. Study the Spire card to head. Cost 0. That gives us 0 cost cards. It's 0 cost card itself. Not really what I want when I have a Velveteen Shoga. Also, the Idol of Retromation is one that we really don't want as well. Uniquely. Just because it'll stop us from double casting a lot of the time from the Necronomicon. So, is this then a Philosopher's Stone? Yes, is the answer to that. Glad I could help. I already know my whole path. We'll take our recall here. Get a Questo, one sick Questo. Obtain a Duvu Doll or the Darkstone Periapt. You gain Cursed twice. Ooh. Obtain a Cursed Key or a Calling Bell. It's extra cursed. But I have a Momori. We get... Yeah, whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain 2 curses. Fine. I don't need any of the rest of those. We now just have an extra energy per turn. Or... I'm actually just going to avoid opening chests. I'm taking the normality here. We're rich! We're rich, I tell ya! Alright, what can we do with our riches? Weaken the damage to enemies is nice. Link of Courage, okay. Removal, base strike. We don't have the ability to refresh stores, so we might as well just take extra things like the Sling of Courage here. The rest of these, I don't want. I think they would actually downgrade the value of our deck to have. Let's take potions then. More than happy to have a couple of these potions. Get some potent potables. We've got another shop here, definitely, and possibly one in the other question marks following. Wow. God, I really want to do the double evil within, but it's obviously cheap shot. I love the cheap shot Necronomicon here. It's so good. Let's enter Berserker, and then this makes you vulnerable, and dunks you again, and then face slap kills you. If nothing else would have. Iron Fortress whenever you enter a stance. File Driver, Chain Lash. No, I think we're kind of beyond those now. Pre-upgraded Precise Thrust? Precise Thrust is a lot of our block engine. In a kind of embarrassing way, it's a lot of our block engine. Yikes. I think we do it again, though. Double stun you. Don't like that we're not stance entering. Gotta remember that I have specific things to upgrade if I don't want to be stance centering, though. Okay, we Berserk style, and then AoE damage. Arena preparation finds us a Lariat. I'm gonna get back into Berserker. Play Lariat. Gain some strength there because we have the Moment of Truth, so we have the bailout at any point we should want it. And then let's just Steel Edge for, approximately infinite damage. Blue Candle. All right, collector's bonus. We did it. We did it. We don't have to meme anymore. We collected bonus. That's enough memery. No need to open that. Break the ruby, upgrade the berserk style. Now we have the opening hand entry. I mean, Lariat's great. One second. No! Shops reload differently! Oh, I keep forgetting that! Shops reload different. Oh, yeah, Lariat's not here. Dang. Shops reload differently. I keep forgetting that, and I keep being like, oh, okay, yeah, I can just reorder this. It's fine. It's not. Toxic Egg, then Master of Strategy. I was going to go Toxic Egg, then Lariat. Was going to be the alternative play. Remove it from the deck, get another strike out of there, and I actually think I hold again. Let's Smite. 5. 13 on the base. That's kind of weak still. Cheap Shot being 1 cost is actually a huge downgrade to it right now. Steel Edge is obviously priority upgrade. Yep. Oh, yeah. Berserk style. That ruined my Cheap Shot. What? One defense. I had so many opportunities to play that Berserker there instead. I should have used those opportunities to play that Berserker there instead. I'll just get our kill. Gemstone Gun! That's... I don't want that to give us anything that gives us anything else. So just draw a card, that's fine by me. Gain energy, also fine by me. Gain energy, not really necessary. We don't need that much energy on turn 1. We don't have that many X-Cost cards in the deck. Gain an artifact, I guess? No reason not to. Speaking of reasons not to, we won't do any of those. Smithing! You know, none of these are huge. This getting a card draw is kind of nice, but I'm actually leaning towards rest. I think that was a lot better. Okay. Berserker style gets us into ultimate stance. We use a gemstone gun. I have 3 cards left that I can play. Great. We'll go with Chain Lash. Perfect. Go with a Berserker Shout. I'm gonna murder the backline. Summit Fierce. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll do that. And then that'll do that one there. And then that'll do quite a lot there. Berserker Shouts. No. Got enough stance entries in the deck. Pre-upgraded pile driver? Okay. A lot more status effects. Yeah, right now I'm thinking mostly about what am I going to be doing next floor. Kind of what we ought be doing right now. Nice try. Couldn't make me vulnerable. That one, and then one big ol' executive. Good lord, we damage. Hey, I couldn't have known, by the way, that we were going to get an extra cursed key as well as... Well, Happy Flower I knew. But extra cursed key as well as a Philosopher's Stone. I couldn't have known we were going to end up in this situation where it... Like... Definitely would have been fine. Well, actually, I didn't even know it was going to be the Happy Flower. Definitely would have been fine to avoid the Velvet Choker, but at the same rate, it's not stopping us from playing anything important. And the big reason for that is because I don't have much card draw. So it's kind of hard for me to get that many cards in hand anyway, except for the opening hand a lot of the time here. Ultimate starts. Seal of Victory. And give him the thrusts. Prepare Crush is a great pickup there. Throw that. Throw an Execute. Get a Prepare Crush out there. And pass. I mean, I should do it with the Pile Driver, right? Get the actual effects on the enemy that are important there. I can't get the effects on the enemy because they're not... I'm not in a stance yet. Donk. Guess I'll Chain Lash. And bring it on as well, why not? Berserker Shout stays in hand. Vicious Mockery right before that stab. I guess I will draw a card with Berserker Shot then. 2 Seal Edges left in the deck. Yeah, I think that was probably a good idea then. Get stunned. For approximately forever. Nice. Fine. I'm putting so many things in this deck. I really feel like I ought not, but I'm still doing it, aren't I? That plus ultimate stance. This is actually retaining. We may leave that for another turn now. I can't play 3 attacks here unless it drew a... Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play 3 attacks here unless we specifically drew a 2-cost attack. Oh, no. No. It wouldn't even work then. It's fine. Let's keep this ultimate stance. Gemstone Gun into Face Slap for vulnerability. Double up on the Evil Within. Give me us a bunch of options here. Am I really gonna just... Yeah, I think I cheap shot you. And Chrono Boost. Perfect. Steel Edge. We're currently not in a stance to trigger that, unfortunately. Oh, Arena Preparation gave us our stance, though. $18 damage 12 times. What's 18 by 12? Fortunately, the enemy will be hitting us back for 48 damage from their own thing there. Okay, fine. I'm just going to kill the frontliner then. Gosh, Calipers would be great here. Probably going to bring it on at the end of the turn. Sigil of Victory is a lot. Well, yeah, but I have a finisher at the end of the turn, so it's fine. Make him vulnerable. Keep him vulnerable. 3 more cards. Precise Thrust. On guard. Bring it on. 10 strength. I'm outscaling the enemy's 5 strength per turn demon form right now, which is naughty. Size Thrust into Circle, double playing there, and then a Fan of Knives, double hitting. We end that turn. Ooh, it's a bad time for you, friend. There's bad news bears all over this board, bud. Yeah. Let's give him a Bezic shout. Even throw a Moment of Truth in there. Pile drive. Thump. Thump. Got him. Oh, that's an ultimate stance right there, baby. Whew. Really, really humming my ears with these headphones. Okay. All right, now. There we go, at least we got 3 attacks out there, getting a point of strength. Chain Lash into Precise Thrust, go all the way down to that Clobber. Yeah, I can play another card, so Berserker Shout, and then play whatever we draw. Nice. Some vulnerability in the enemy. Obviously not necessarily the best order ever right there, but it's fine. We need to get into there we go. Armor's Tincture number 2. It's actually probably better than 25 counter there for us. I'll take another Bring It On. We are a little light on finishes here. When you play power attack and skill in the same turn, remove all debuffs. This is the only other power I have in the deck, and it already removes all of our debuffs. This one's played on turn 1. Yeah, it's a bit optimistic. That'll help us. The start of turn, gain counter equal to the amount of block loss. That is great for us. Real good. Let's remove Bait Defend. Akabeko, Orange Pellets. Remove debuffs on turn 1. I mean, look, it's theoretically possible our opening hand has the Vicious Mockery. Not likely, but possible. As for the rest of these, not really a great reason to take them. Upgraded boss cards from Evil Within. We draw 2. Yeah, 2 of them make that definitely worth an upgrade in my mind. Unfortunately, we're much better at shorter fights than we are at long, so I'm not entirely certain how well this one's going to work out for us. Yeah, Donu Blast, sure. There you go. Get a Donu Blast, Donu Shield. I mean, look, we have excess energy. So a card that is extra expensive but gives you value on following turns kind of seems like it's right up our alley. Nice. We're out of our ultimate stance now. Donu Blast. Double up on Donu Blast. An intriguing proposition. I think we still just double up on the... that one there. Okay, so you are considered a boss in this fight. Alright. Stone for the draw. Yikes. Lock's not going to be broken with that, but let's... pop out a Donu Blast, another attack. Ooh, Master of Strategy and a Seal Edge. Those are both great ones. I would love to get them back, please. Although I do... these are minions, right? They abandoned combat without their leader. Yeah, I should be able to just kill. There we go. I'm just going to set up for the next turn. I'm not even going to play any of our better cards there. Maybe we play them in the next cycle. We're not even in a stance yet. God, we can't even get into one. Alright. God, I really wish I was making the enemy vulnerable as well. I'm going to disable the Necronomicon. Yeah, it is. So usually when a double cast with the Necronomicon whiffs, that is to say it's lost a target, or in this case, you can't play 2 boss cards a turn, so it didn't work. The Necronomicon charge stays for the next card in the base game, that is. Nice try to weaken me, bud. I see you out there. Trying to get below half HP for the last stand. I can get to exactly half HP. There you go. Viciously mock. I'm still going to go for the pile driver on you. This is retained, so the ethereal on it doesn't matter. And we adrenaline and Deno Blast. That burns the icky as well. Thank you. Feels like we're probably just going to go straight for the backliner here, especially once we get... Huh? Huh? What happened? Why? That should not have exhausted. If it was going to exhaust, it should have done it at the end of the last turn. Did now just exhaust the card that was in... Oof. Rough. Let's get into Berserker, such that I can make the enemy vulnerable with that, and then capitalize on its vulnerability with this, and then give it a wee bit of that, and then finish him off with one of these. Get executed. Steel Edge in the opening hand, eh? Let's go Berserker. Ooh, face slap as well, so we get the vulnerability on the enemy. Love it. We ultimate starts. Gemstone. The energy. We play all three of these still. We chain lash. We face slap. Oh god, no, but then the steel edge won't double play. Dang, I have to get it to double play. It's really important because the double play gives us a lot of block, which then translates into... Actually, I'm also going to pop another artifact potion there. Which then translates into counter. I'm not weak, and I'm not vulnerable. Nice try, bud, though. Let's pop one of the Armorer's Tinctures this turn. Pile drove the enemy for both available effects there. There is another steel edge in the deck, but I'm going to have to find a way to get into the starts for it. Let's drink, bring back ultimate stance, play it, and steel edge. All right, there you go. Your turn. We pile drove Meow straight into the ground, getting our Ascension 8 victory, unlocking Ascension 9, getting us that much closer to our Ascension grinds. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game. Not really too much to reflect on there. Has been Slay the Spire Downfall. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content in the game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time? Next time.